Today on The Explainer, we're rebooting our whole understanding of ancient wisdom. We're going to take a chapter from the Avatamsaka Sutra and look at it, well, not as scripture, but as something totally different, an operating system for enlightenment.
Okay, let's dive right into this. This isn't just some abstract philosophical question. It's a real, fundamental operational challenge. It's all about how you can gain full control and functionality within this complex system we call reality, but without getting bogged down by all its rules, its limitations, and frankly, its bugs.
So, the source material gives us this absolutely brilliant analogy to frame the whole idea. Think of it like this. If the Buddha's teachings are the complete high-level system documentation, the code that explains how the entire universe runs, then this chapter, this is the practical user manual for the Bodhisattva. It's the API guide, it's the permission settings, it's literally everything you need to not just understand the system, but to actually get in there and work with it.
And here's the most crucial point. Transcending the world doesn't mean what you think it means. It's not about logging off or escaping to some other server. Nope, it means getting root access. It's all about achieving full administrator privileges so you can operate freely inside the system, using all of its features without ever being limited by them. So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll take a look at the ultimate operating system, the one we're all running on right now. Then, we'll get into how to build your own personal version. After that, we'll cover some essential upgrades you'll need for power and stability. And finally, we'll see how to turn all this theory, all this code, into some real-world impact.
All right, Section 1, the ultimate OS. You see, before you can build anything, you have to understand the live environment you're already in. And let's be really clear about something. This is not a simulation.
The source text could not be more clear about this. The system is already live. This is not a sandbox. It's not a beta test. We are in a fully deployed, fully functioning reality, right now. And in this model, the Buddha is the core architecture, and all these enlightened beings, the bodhisattvas, they're like powerful, interconnected, distributed nodes within that system.
Okay, so let's move into the build phase. How do you actually construct this personal operating system from the ground up? Let's take a look at the foundational code and the core engines.
It really breaks down into 3 critical steps. First, you've got to install your core dependencies. These are the foundational libraries your system just can't run without. Then, you have to reprogram your perception, which is like upgrading your entire cognitive model. And finally, you launch the execution engine, a full-stack system for putting it all into practice. Now, out of all the dependencies you could possibly install, the text pinpoints one, just one, as the absolute foundation. It's the root node that everything else connects to, and that is the bodhicitta, your core drive for awakening. It's your system's ultimate purpose, its core motivation.
So once that foundation is set, the real work begins. And the practice isn't about changing the world outside of you, it's about upgrading the training parameters of your own mind. You see, your reality is a direct output of your cognitive model. So if you want to change your reality, you have to reprogram how you perceive everything.
And this just reframes our entire world as a symbolic system. The text says all things are but names. Think about that. Everything we see, everything we interact with is, at its core, just a label. And if they're just labels, well, that means we have the power to reevaluate them, to recategorize them, and to fundamentally change our relationship to them.
Okay, a basic OS is a great start, but if you want to handle complex tasks, you're going to need upgrades. So let's look at the essential modules for achieving real high performance, power, and of course, stability.
This table just maps it out perfectly. So, good teachers, think of them as your external APIs, or plugins. You connect with them to get critical updates and new features. Diligence, that's your CPU's clock speed. It's that continuous processing power that ensures your system never idles. Inner peace acts as your fault tolerance, making sure your system is stable no matter what errors the world throws at you. And helping others, well, that's the user growth engine. The whole point, the output of your system, is to positively impact all the other nodes.
And this really gets to the heart of the system's purpose. You see, enlightenment isn't about reaching the final level and then quitting the game. It's not an exit strategy. It's about gaining the ultimate power and the ultimate skill set to continue working, to keep optimizing the system for the benefit of everyone else. The work always continues.
So this is all fantastic as a blueprint, right? But how do we translate this code into actual real-world impact? How can we apply this in our own lives right now?
Well, the source boils all of this down into 8 actionable guides. First, consciously build your dependency system. Your teachers, your goals, they define your potential. Second, relentlessly reshape your cognitive models. Then, pursue what you might call full-stack growth. Don't just focus on one narrow skill. You have to seek high-quality input and maintain continuous progress. Train your inner core for stability. And always, always remember, your output, helping other people, is what actually upgrades you. Ultimately, you have to start treating your life as the most important systems engineering project you will ever work on.
And this brings us to the final and I think most provocative thought. The source text leaves us with this ultimate self-check question to carry forward with us. Are you just tinkering with a few lines of code here and there, just dabbling in a few self-improvement apps? Or are you truly committed to the deep, methodical work of building a complete, integrated, and powerful operating system for your own awakening,